A Nightmare on Elm Street has Nancy and her friends being attacked in their dreams by the infamous horror icon Freddy Krueger. So, you know what, first of all, sorry I didn't get this review out on Saturday. I got a little busy in college, but I'm doing it now, and I'm hopefully going to do Elm Street 2 this coming Saturday. So, and I will do all the kills ranked, or like do the ranking of the kills in each individual movie and the point-wise for this franchise too. So, anyways, positives on this film. This is one of the scariest movies of all time. After almost 40 years, it came out in 1984, so technically 38 years. But after almost 40 years, and about the 7 or 8 times I've watched this, it still holds up. It's still scary as all hell. The movie is extremely scary. The effects are also make it scary. The effects of the movie are incredible too. Like the sticky stairs when Nancy gets her feet stuck in the stairs in a dream. That's really cool and creepy. Freddy coming out of the wall with just the simple effect of a sheet of spandex on the wall. That's really cool. That's really creepy. The rotating room for Tina's death is actually very impressive. And Glenn's death, they also used that rotating room for his death with the blood geyser. Freddy cutting off his fingers is impressive, or having Nancy rip off his face. That's scary, and that it still holds up. The stretchy arms in the beginning of the film, where he has like longer arms, that looks really good. And all the effects in the movie are just really good. They stand out. They look real. So the effects just one of the best in any horror movie ever. And you know what? I'm going to say the concept alone is interesting for a horror movie. In a movie like Halloween or Friday the 13th, you can always run away and leave the house or leave the camp. You can always just run away from the villain. You can always just get out of the house, leave the woods, whatever. But in this, you're vulnerable in your dreams. So you can always encounter Freddy Krueger. And everyone has to sleep, so eventually Freddy can and will get you. So the concept alone, just brilliant. And speaking of Freddy Krueger himself, he is portrayed brilliantly by Robert Englund. The bladed glove is scary. Robert Englund did a fantastic job in this movie and in all the other movies he was in. He's a lot of fun. Even in other movies, he's a lot of fun to see when he's not playing Freddy Krueger. Like Urban Legend, that movie in the 90s, that was kind of fun to see him in that. Other positives, if you already don't know this, but this is Johnny Depp's first movie, so if you're a fan of Johnny Depp, that's cool. So that's always cool. He plays Glenn, so that's just really cool to see him at a very young age, before he was famous. And the last positive is, I kind of like the end credit song. It's cool. It's like, oh, it's Nightmare! It's Nightmare! That's really cool. I really like that, just to end the movie. And now on to the negatives. And I only have one, although it kind of ruins the movie. And, I mean, this is a criticism I think almost everybody says about it, but the ending doesn't make any sense. Here's the ending of the film. Nancy sleeps, pulls Freddy out into the real world, kills him. And then Nancy sees her friends. Freddy is the car, and then he pulls the mother through the doorway, and the movie ends. So, there are a few interpretations to this, like, was it in the real world, or was this all just a dream? Well, here's the first instance. If the ending is all a dream, why does Freddy let himself get hit by the sledgehammer, get burned, get hit with a glass, fall down the stairs? Why would he let himself do... Why would he let all of that... Why would he let himself do all of that, get hurt that bad? Again, maybe if it is a dream, I guess he won't feel it, but it's like it doesn't... Well, if you have all this power, just kill Nancy now. I mean, if you're really that invincible and it really doesn't matter, then just kill Nancy then, if it's all just a dream and she actually didn't pull him out of the dream. The second interpretation is if Nancy did actually pull Freddy out into the dream, like the movie was intended, or of what we think the first time around, and she turns her back on him, and like, you're nothing, and just turns her back on him, then why does Freddy have his unlimited power in the real world? Because the rule was, when he's in the real world, he doesn't have any powers. Because if it's the real world, he disappears, turns to glitter, and then you have the ending where Freddy is the car and drags the mom through the front door. So it's like, if this is the real world, then why do you have power? Why do you still have your unlimited powers? So the ending doesn't make any sense either way you put it. So that I mean, I don't know if it like actually ruins the movie. All of the movie before it is great. The ending just doesn't make sense, or it's inconsistent. Wes Craven actually wanted it to be a happy ending. Robert Shea wanted it to be a bleak ending for sequels. So it kind of just... They kind of mixed both ideas together and they gave us this ending. So, one of the greatest horror movies of all time, one of the most celebrated horror movies of all time, has a lackluster ending. How does that happen? I have no idea. But, in the end, this movie is legitimately a good movie. It's one of the scariest movies of all time. Until you get to the ending. But, the ending, it is a big negative, but that is the only negative. So, A Nightmare on Elm Street is one of my favorite horror movies of all time. Thanks for watching.